Just finished a little workout, 1 second. So I may do another video called Don't Go to Sleep Around Organic Portals or something like that. Something about sleep and organic portals. Oh, shoes off time, shoes off time. Well, I just, when I get this, I have the shoes off on the grass. I just put them back on to walk on the dirt. Oh yes, I love the shoes off, eh? So I just want to show the distance here to my tent in there. So look what we have. I was going to shoot this as the video, Don't Go to Sleep Around Organic Portals, and talk about how you get drained. But I thought I'll rename this to Organic Portals Can Drain You From a Distance. Can even drain you from a distance. That'll probably be the title of this video. So look at the distance here. Pretty far away. It's like, what, 20 meters. So I'm definitely noticing it. They're an older couple as well, and with horrible frequency. So I think they're OPs with the robotic portal implants, which basically turns them robotic portal, but they're not true robotic portal. The difference is their robotic portal's more the direct artificial intelligence overlay, soul AI, evil AI type of thing, in a group soul sense. The overlay sense, direct connection. And I've talked about, I've got like, I don't know, about 5 other videos specifically on robotic portals, differentiations between organic portals. So you can just check the, I think now 310 videos in the organic portal playlist. So go nuts. It'll take you a while to cover it all. And I'm not stopping anytime soon. Don't forget to like these videos, because I've picked up a hacker who I actually taught how to put the dislikes on the videos. He was saying that he was liking my videos, and I said, well, you can't just open the tabs and press it after 1 second. You actually have to watch the videos. So now he figured that out, and now he's mass disliking. So when you see initially, like when I post a video, he's already got 7 dislikes on it, and it's like the first 10 views. That's very irregular for the channel. I think all you guys know that. So there's another obviation that I'm not making it up, because you people who have been here for like 2 years listening, you know that it's never like that. And if you check the organic portal videos of the past, they've all got like very low likes. Very low dislikes. Like some of them have 0, and the most is usually 2. There's only a few videos with more dislikes, so it's very irregular. So if you initially come into the channel and you see my latest organic portal video, because what he's done now, he was putting it on all the videos, and then he realized that's too much effort. Like I put up my cat Gatto ASMR video and stuff, and some lesser videos to increase his effort, but then he realized that, so he's just targeting the organic portal videos now. So when you initially watch the video and it's got like 6-7 dislikes or whatever, just ignore it, because that's this gang stalking hacker guy. Wow, where was I? So yeah, look at the distance here. I'm getting a definite draining effect. I sleep with my head facing that way too. So my head in the tent is facing that way. So I'm not facing this way with my head. Maybe I should do that tonight. That does help, by the way, because they drain you out the crown chakra. You know that Devon Magdi's channel, Flat Earth Paradise? I'm not like a super fan or anything, but in one of his energy extraction matrix videos, he has like a cartoon depiction of like a person being drained out of the top crown chakra. That's what I'm thinking of right now. So is definitely happening. So look at the distance. And yeah, I was going to make another video about, don't go to sleep around organic portals and robotic portals, because the robotic portal, I think, will be doing some kind of like subliminal, subconscious like programming. This is done with frequencies. So unless you're like, fairly, I don't want to say the cliche version, but high vibration and all that, and aware in your upper chakras and very conscious, you're going to be getting programmed and you won't know it, because all these little programs, they consist of sometimes very trivial things, like waking up in a different state. Like, here's one example: you might wake up in more pain, and then I don't know, you might go for coffee or an extra sugar in your coffee or something like this. I don't really drink coffee. I love it now and then, but I'm definitely not an everyday, I don't buy it type of person, because it's highly acidic. So, and it could be here's another example, another trivial example. You might wake up and it's like almost like a blocking of like a Templar seal, like an energetic seal you might wake up with. And the robotic portals are very good at putting those on. The organic portals, it's a very unconscious draining, unless they have the like a sucking implant device in them from the robotic portal, which is just like an negative entity implant. Not talking physical, this is all frequency based. So unless they have that in them, the organic portal, if they're like devoid of the robotic portal's implants, then it's still a natural draining effect. It's just slower and much more natural. It'll be like in relation to they have more positive charge, and positive positrons or positive ions will be seeking just naturally your negative ions. Trust me, you have more negative ionization than organic portals, even if you're not grounding, even just naturally. Yeah, because it has to be the case, because we're more aligned. So if you're like what I'm now calling eternal spirit or souled human, you'll naturally have more anionization, because you won't be in pain as much. This is why I'm grounding, to soak up negative electron or negative ionization. And so there is a natural process where even the inert organic portal is, unconsciously, naturally sucking energy from you, or it feels like it, and it is, because it's the negative ions just seeking to meet with the positrons. This is a very natural process. Then there's the layer if they have, an energy implant device in them, which these do, because I can tell by the frequency, and how you know is they have a horrible frequency when they speak. It puts you in pain when they speak. Even when they whistle, even their whistles are different, like super nervous whistle. They do those real nervous, super nervous whistling. Yeah. So anything along those lines that puts you in pain or gets you really, really nervous. Because I don't do this. Why don't I have the same habits? I'm telling you, there is so many differentiations between us and them. And I honestly think this goes as deep as us being not a different race. I know I did that video like a year ago called Organic Portals, the Other Race. Now I admit I did that, kind of unconsciously, because that idea already existed. I've updated the comment under that video saying this really should be updated to other species, not other race. So I have a feeling maybe some black people came up with that version of events, making it down to race, although I'm not sure. It could just be to do with the Adamite and pre-Adamite thing. Might be that other Jaguars website though. Anyway, so I think it goes as deep as another species. It's like Homo or hominid Neanderthalis versus Homo sapien. and how Neanderthals don't exist anymore. However, they say we have we all have like 3% Neanderthal DNA in us, and we all know about the interbreeding and stuff that happened, which is obvious. When species exist, love knows no boundaries, etc. So you can just guess and infer that there would have been interbreeding. You don't even need evidence, because again, I'll repeat, love has no boundaries. Like, black and white people get married, you know what I mean? Same thing, Neanderthals and Homo sapiens would have intercoursed and shared DNA and so on, and they say, scientists say that we all have like 3% Neanderthal DNA. However, they're wiped out, aren't they? Their previous platform. And I think Neanderthals had a lot to do with strength, like body strength. How they say they were bigger, their jaws were bigger, their head like more dense and more strengthness. And I think Homo sapien came in with some different skills. And now what I'm saying is that I think basically, the organic portals are Homo sapien, and that people like us, the souled humans, as people are saying, which is really the spirited humans, and organic portals are spiritless. This is the best way to talk about it, because I believe we are eternal spirits and they are the organic portal immortal soul. Look out for my big video series on that. Started with an hour-long lecture on it. I'll publish that soon. So, I even think it goes as deep as they are Homo sapien and we are Homo cosmic ecstaticus. And that's why we're all cosmic and they have the cosmic completely missing. Do you notice that? The most they go cosmic is astrophysics, but in a over-pragmatic sense, which is not cosmic exemplified thought, and it's got to do with, the cosmos in a more esoteric, dimensional, spiritual sense. Notice none of them have that. So I think I'm onto something. And I think it's just like that. I think that's all it is. That, they're like Homo neanderthalis now. They're like a previous platform. The universe moves past that complexity state and puts its energy into a new complexity platform called Homo cosmic ecstaticus, i.e. people like me, people like you, the eternal spirits or spirited humans. They are spiritless humans. And that's why they don't ever talk about esoteric stuff. They're too much, uber, pragmatic, because reality is half spiritual and half pragmatic, right? The lower dimensions from the fifth dimension now down, the unified field, is the last pragmatic, tangible dimension. And the upper dimensions from sixth dimension and up, they're intangible. It's completely intangible. Has to be completely inferred with the mind. You have to figure this stuff out via inferral and induction, not and guessing and vision and gnosis and knowing, right? It's not going to be something you can only learn from a book, unless you're listening to like a cosmic speaker, obviously, like me. So I think it goes that far. And, we say they're not connected to source. That's why they have to steal energy, which is the idea in my words, in how I always talk about the dimensions, is, they're not even, they don't have fifth dimensional touch. They don't touch the fifth dimension, basically, you might say. It's said the Dark Masters do not know beyond the four ways of the fourth dimension and the four abysses, right? So they don't know beyond the fourth dimension. And this is, the war we have on the planet is fourth dimensional war. It's psychological abyss, and it's a war on, your psyche and emotional, like fear, right? To put you in fear and so on. And the only place that's relative, if fear only exists in one dimension, is the third dimension. So, and they do this fourth dimensionally as masters over the third dimensional humans, or organic portals, the Dark Masters. Anyway, so, Interesting, the distance here. Definitely got that full draining effect, like, you know, I'm trying to work out here, like my workout system. Fire hardened stick, some bricks and some tape, mate. So, you know, I'm trying to work out and I feel less testosterone because you need, it's well known, or every bodybuilder knows you need to get good sleep. You feel the difference when you don't have the good sleep in the next morning. Your androgen production, your steroidal hormones, testosterone, norepinephrine, all them, the androgens, which are steroidal hormones, your vitamin D production, all these steroidal hormones or androgens, they seem to have not been produced overnight, and they're thick. I think of them as thick oils, very thick oil. Right, you know, when you eat avocado, it gives you like a long-lasting energy to work out. So does testosterone. It's a thick oil. Do you understand? So during the night, you're not synthesizing those because you're being kept on a more shallow level by OPs, organic portals. This is what I'm saying. I definitely noticed the effect here. They're implanted. I can tell by the frequency is horrible. I heard them talk on the phone and it's like just very horrible frequency in the voice. That's how you know. It hurts you. When they speak, it hurts you. You'll physically feel it on your nervous system. Okay, so there's another way to tell or detect organic portals. In case you want to know more, I speak about it in many, many videos. Oh, someone's coming in a car to distract me right at the right time. Here we go. So yeah, I can definitely feel the effects from this distance even, right? So I just want to make you aware of that they're entirely definitely draining from a distance even. So that's like 20 meters or so. Now, if I move my head from that end of the tent to this end of the tent, I'm actually here on the edge of a river down here. There's a river that runs along there, and what a river is, this little gully is an anion well, a negative charge well. I can stand on the edge of the cliff here and breathe in much fresher air. It feels like I'm drinking air. It's thick with anionization. It takes one negative ion or anion, not positron, anion, negative ion, to align 1 million water molecules. Your body is mostly water. So if I face, for instance, with my head that way, I'm going to get much better sleep. So it can be a little change can go a long way. So what I'm saying is, because my head is down this end of the tent, it's more relative and closer to them and their energy ley line. If I switch my head and my crown chakra is facing that way, I'm already going to be somewhat breaking the connection. I don't know, maybe 60% better, but not completely, all right? So there's some advice from the Organic Portal King. No, I'm not king of the organic portals. I'm king of organic portal videos, clearly. Where are you all? I'm 310 deep. You know what I mean? Hey, I encourage you guys to make organic portal videos. I can't think of everything. You know what I mean? So I have expanded other people's ideas, but that shouldn't discourage you to make the video in the first place and introduce the idea. Just make sure you talk about it, you know, as thoroughly as you can, and then I've got, you know, there's no space for me to nudge in. I'm sorry for taking it deeper. Oh my God, I'll apologize. Get stuffed. No, come on guys, we're doing this for, you know, the knowledge. So you shouldn't be disliking my video if I have the same video title as someone and I've literally said I got the idea off this person. There's no need to be, you know, like not liking it because I'm just trying to upgrade the idea. Right, so just want to show that distance there, you know, that's a fair bit of distance, you know. Now I've said before that I can feel this up to like 100 meters away. And I'm not backing away from that. telekinesis is active at that distance as well. Telepathy as well. So telekinesis, the movement of objects. Basically, I'm not talking about like hovering an object. You make people, like, body parts move and stuff. It happens. It's called telekinesis. So yeah, up to 100 meters away. So this is only, 20 meters or something. But yeah, I don't know. I thought this is a good example, and I hope you've learnt something. Let's see, what else is there? That summarizes this video well enough. So leave the like, guys. Encourage me to make more videos. Encourage me to teach you. Encourage me to divulge all of my knowledge. You know what I mean? And look, if you leave a like, that's fantastic. But what's even better is if you take the URL and you share it. Just dump the videos on some random Facebook group. I don't even care where you put it. Just dump it. Dump the link, because people will watch it. This is one way how to use NPCs and organic portals. And at the same time, reel in the sleepy souls to this information. So, you're only helping anyway. So you may as well share the video. You'll get, karmic, dharma points. So if you're into that, which I am, because I've noticed that, you should not do stuff to think you're going to get a reward. But hey, I've uncovered the secret. If you do things without, seeking reward, you actually do get a reward via your synchronicities. It's very funny. So I'm not allowed to say to you, do it because you'll get dharmic points, but I just did. Oops. Because it's true. It's true. You're not meant to do it thinking about the reward, but after you do this, after a while, you realize, okay, there will be reward. Don't let that be the driver, though, right, is what I'm saying, because that wrecks it. That's like pride being the sin. You get too prideful and you get too complacent with it, and you're like, oh, I'm going to get given something. Yeah, but it might not be for 7 months. So you can't approach doing this kind of work with expectation that you're going to be rewarded. You have to go with the expectation that you're just doing it for the good of the universe. You can't have the expectation of reward. However, what I've noticed is you do get rewarded. So I'll let you in on that little secret anyway. Right, so if you can share the video, I'd really appreciate that, because it gets the views up, gets this channel out, gets this information out into the world, which I think is the most important part. And yeah, I'll be very thankful, and it'll help us all out, I think, in the organic portal movement to get this thing off and going and discussed at a more societal level. Because imagine if we can integrate this like we've integrated psychedelics into society. It's all over for them then. Huh? That's the way we're going to beat them. You want to beat organic portals? Get the information out. And I think my information is, solid. I make sure to be careful with how I talk about this stuff. So I'm not just, organic portals are like Illuminati clones.